What up? Welcome to No Bad Vibes TV. And it's me, Christine Light. You know what? Right now, it is hotter than a mother's fuck out here. Okay? I'm in the car and I got the windows up because you don't want the wind blowing while I do your video, do ya? So today we gonna talk about something that I kind of spoke on before about being humble and humility and confidence. Well, this strictly is just another notch to humility and being humble. Okay, so being humble is very, 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 very important. And there's like 3 keys that I'm going to talk about, but I'm going to further elaborate. I don't know where it's going to come from, but for you that know my channel, it just comes from my angels and stuff. All they gave me was 3 like keys to humility. The first one, which one should we start with? The first one is appreciation. Appreciate people's opinions. Appreciate what people do for you. Tell people you love them. Tell people how important you are to them. Because sometimes we need to hear this. And sometimes we forget. And sometimes you never know whose day you can make just by saying something positive to these people. They just may need to hear like that they're important. And you know, it's hot. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm sweating like slaves did. And I'm not gonna even say that, but look, the second key we're gonna talk about, let me see, there's appreciation, loving people. Oh, respecting people's opinions too. Like, don't judge people like for what they do or what they say or who they are, what they look like. Kind of like appreciate. Which leads me to my next one. This is the most biggest key, and it's understanding. And you have to understand people. So like before you judge someone, try to understand them first. Let me see. Like if somebody has a different opinion or different religion than you do, understand that, you know, don't judge them. Just understand them first. Let me see. The third, let me open this door to see if it fucks up recording. The wind's blowing, so I hope recording doesn't get too messed up. It's just too hot. It's really hot out here. It's like 100 and something. But let me see. The third, what is the third topic? Let me see. Understanding, appreciation. There was one more. I just can't remember it right now. I hear the wind. Alright, so let me keep continuing to sweat real quick. Let me see. Well, let me just break down the understanding thing. The understanding shit. Appreciate people's opinions. Appreciate what people do for you. Tell people you love them. Tell people how important you are to them. Because sometimes we need to hear this. And sometimes we forget. And sometimes you never know whose day you can make just by saying something positive to these people. They just may need to hear like that they're important. And you know, it's hot. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm sweating like slaves did. And I'm not gonna even say that, but look, the second key we're gonna talk about, let me see, there was appreciation, loving people. Oh, respecting people's opinions too. Like, don't judge people like for what they do or what they say or who they are, what they look like. Kind of like appreciate. Which leads me to my next one. This is the most biggest key, and it's understanding. And you have to understand people. So like before you judge someone, try to understand them first. Let me see. Like if somebody has a different opinion or different religion than you do, understand that, you know, don't judge them. Just understand them first. Let me see. The third. Let me open this door to see if it fucks up recording. The wind's blowing, so I hope recording doesn't get too messed up. It's just too hot. It's really hot out here. It's like 100 and something. But let me see. The third. What is the third topic? Let me see. Understanding appreciation. There was one more. I just can't remember it right now. I hear the wind. Alright, so let me keep continuing to sweat real quick. Let me see. Well, let me just break down the understanding thing. The understanding shit. So I guess the third key I just couldn't remember. And I guess it wasn't that important, but I guess the main two are understanding and appreciation. So basically understand people, appreciate people, and just be positive with people. I mean, because to be honest with you, karma's real, and I'm really careful about how I treat people. You should be too, because you don't want it to come back on you. It's just karma, it's real. And yeah, just like I said, appreciate people. You never know who you can help out. And I keep saying the same thing, it seems like, over and over. I just need to elaborate. Like, don't judge, appreciate people. Oh, and understand before you do anything. It's important that you understand. And understand before you judge. That's all I'm saying. Because it's funny, when I died and I had my near-death experience, when I was in front of my angels, man, I'm thinking I'm going to hell because that's what I deserved or whatever. But it's funny because my angels were like, oh, yeah, calm down, it'll be okay. And that's what they told me. So I thought about God. I'm like, well, if God doesn't judge us, why do churches teach us that? That's another thing. My angels, man, they told me, man, that a lot of religion, it kind of makes them upset that people are so confused, and it's not even their fault. Like, understand, everybody is here for a reason, and your reason is big. It's not even little. There's not one person here that has this big of a purpose. Everybody has a purpose. And a lot of churches make you think if you don't live your purpose, you're going to go to a burning place called hell. I got news for you. They lied or confused or something. See, the thing is, I committed suicide. You got to understand that. I committed suicide. I killed myself. If anything, don't you think I would have went to a burning place already? It's funny. Ever since I left that religion shit alone, I found God. After I dropped religion, I found him nowhere really in religion. Not the real God, There's gods out there if you want to call it, but the all-supreme loving God. And I'm sorry to tell you, for all you that are real religious out there, but God doesn't judge us. So if God doesn't judge us, we shouldn't judge us. Oh, shizzle. That's another thing I forgot to tell you. Don't judge really yourself, because if you really, when you judge yourself the wrong way, you start to think like, hold on, let me open this door. It's hot. You see I'm sweating? Don't judge yourself, because it seems like when you judge yourself, when you judge other people, you judge yourself too. And it's like, don't put that on yourself. It just causes paranoia sometimes. Just know that you are and you're loved. Everybody's loved in this world. So being humble, it's a lot that goes to it. And but like I said, if you don't know anything else about being humble, I'm gonna say just be loving and don't judge. Do not judge. That's all I'm saying. Just accept people sometimes. We're not perfect, and that's kind of like the moral of this life, is to experience things. We don't have to be perfect, If we were perfect to God, we'd be boring. Like, it's funny. He told me we want the most jacked up people. He wants the most jacked up people. The reason he put it like that is so I can understand it. God speaks. Hold on. God speaks the way that you understand it. So if somebody might be like, hey there, cowgirl or cowboy, I reckon that you hate me, God. He'll probably be like, I reckon you're wrong. I reckon I love you. And I love everybody. Or if I'm like one of those, you know what I mean, like New York, like from the Bronx, son. You know what I'm saying, son? Jesus, I think God will come back and be like, hey, yo, son, you know I love you too, kid. You know what I'm saying, son? Or even, shoot, I might be from Mexico and I'm like, yo, God, ¿qué pasó? And he's all like, nada, mijo, te llamo. Something like that. I might be from Zimbabwe and I'm like, God, I want to know if you love me. And he'd probably say, yes, I love you and I don't judge. So go back and tell your peoples that. And that's all I'm saying. Being humble is more like just love. I don't agree with everything the King James Bible says, but some they says like love your neighbor or some shit like that, some stuff like that. And that's one thing I can say. Love your neighbor. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But continue to do good to people even when they screw you over. You just have to. You have to. Do you know how many times I've been lied on and all that stuff? It's a job to kind of stay humble. Because when you're humble, you don't really see what they do to you. You see why they did it. And they realize you realize like the psychology of it. You realize what they done to you. And then you see why they did it. And you understand them that not everybody's perfect. And you know what? That's okay. Not everybody's perfect. But we all have a lot of love in us. We're all good people. We're all good. There's nobody that's like any baby that's born bad. We're all good people. Loved ones. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Oh. Right now we're going to start this thing called Fun Facts. For those y'all motherfuckers that know my page, y'all know it's Fun Facts all day long. Let me see. Today's fun fact is going to be... Oh, okay. This is today's fun fact. Not everybody in the world knows their purpose of life. And I'm here to tell you, even though I just said it right now, I'm here to tell you that's okay. If you don't know your purpose and you just walk around confused, it's okay. Just understand that God still loves you. That's it. And that's really all that matters is God, Jesus, all of them, man, like your angels. The spiritual world is very real, people, and it's important. And to be humble is to be strong too, strong enough to accept those imperfections from yourself and from others. So with that being said, it's hotter than a mother's fuck out here. I reckon I'll see y'all another time. You know what I'm saying, son? Alright, so I'll see y'all later. I'll get at you guys. I'm about to start. I needed a tune-up video. That's why I did this one. I had a comment, actually, too, by the way, that they told me that I should kind of comprehend. I should, like, elaborate more on, like, future shiznai that's gonna happen. Like, Walmart, like, natural disasters, the Walmart's closing down, all this political and government shit. I'm gonna get to that video. I just needed this tune-up video before I really get back. After that tune-up video, I'm gonna do my drugs and alcohol series. That's the one I'm kind of really like gearing for, is that one. So, with that being said, love y'all, appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And just let's all stick together. We can all become one and just be positive. Just love each other. That's it. So, keep some love in your heart. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. And stay weird, be different, weirdos are the shit right now. And stay weird, be different. My phone cut out because it's too hot. But I love y'all, appreciate y'all. Stay weird, be different. Keep loving your heart. There's no bad vibes.